Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road. I went over to this liquor store in Oklahoma City called Byron's Liquor Warehouse, picked up some beers, and this is another one of the beers I found. Now, it took me a minute to figure out what this beer was, because as you can see on the can right here, I thought this was called the Cross Canadian Ragweed, but that's not what it's called. This is the 1890 original by Iron Monk Brewing Company out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's a 5% blonde ale, but they've got this Cross Canadian Ragweed thing on here. So I had to look that up and figure it out. And it appears that this, the 1890 blonde ale, the 1890 original, is a beer that Iron Monk uses to promote different things. They've had sports teams on the beer cans and all kind of different things on the beer cans. And this particular can is for the Cross Canadian Ragweed, which is a American alt country and rock and roll band from Yukon, Oklahoma. And then I had to figure out what's that have to do with Canada? Like, what is this? So I looked it up, and apparently Cross Canadian Ragweed is a combination of the last four names of the four original members. And yes, one of the members, his last name is Canada. So that's where they get that part from. So I bought this, because of the name Cross Canadian Ragweed, had no idea it was a music-related beer, had no idea it was a band beer, anything like that. So that's a really cool find for me. Really excited about that. And like I said, it's a 5% blonde ale. And that's about everything about this beer. There's not much on the can other than it says, smells like country, tastes like rock and roll. And that is everything on the can. There's no can on date. Nothing else to speak of on the can. Oh, I misspoke there. It says the boys from Oklahoma 2. The boys from Oklahoma 2. And I don't know what that means either, but I wonder if it's a reference to the band because they formed in 1994. And it looks like they may have broke up or taken a hiatus or something in 2010. And then in 2024, they got back together and they're still active now. I believe if I read correctly, they're touring in 2026. So if you're into that alt country, rock and roll kind of stuff and you see the name Cross Canadian Ragweed, go check them out. They're probably a really cool band. Well, we're talking about beer here, so let's get back into the beer. On Untapped, let's get to 3.71 with 1.4 thousand check-ins. On Beer Advocate, it gets a no score. Once again, I'm using the hotel glass here because I'm too lazy to walk to the bus to get to my iconic plastic cups. Get a nose on it. Ugh. Hashtag dip your beak in it. It's been a while since I did that. That has an odd, unpleasant smell to it. I did wash the glass out. I'm not picking it up anymore, but that first sniff had this oddly unpleasant, weird smell to it. But now, I just pick up a faint malt smell. And that's it. So there's no real nose on this. As far as color, that's a cloudy, lemony yellow, tons of carbonation floating around in there. About a fingernail's worth of white head that's just clinging to this side of the glass and dissipating rather quickly. Yeah, I don't know what that initial smell I got was, but that was not a pleasant smell, but now it's completely gone. I don't know. Hopefully that was just something on the glass, or I don't know what that would have been and not from the beer at all. But let's find out. Let's try this 1890 original with the can art for Cross Canadian Ragweed. Cheers. It's light to medium bodied. A little bit of bready sweetness to it. It's light to medium body, a little bit of bready sweetness. some beer flavor, like generic beer flavor. There's almost a creaminess to it. It's very smooth. It's easy to drink. It's a clean finish. It's good beer. This is a great beer to be drinking while you're watching an alt country rock and roll band. It's just, it's got, I don't know if flavorful is the right word for it. But it has a good balance of flavor between like a little tiny bit of like malty bready sweetness and just generic beer flavor in a good positive way. It's light bodied, it's smooth, super easy to drink. At 5%, you could crush a bunch of these. This is a great beer for watching music, for watching live music. I'd give this 1890 original in the, Cross Canadian Ragweed can from Iron Monk Brewing. A big horns up. Love to find more beers from Iron Monk. This might be the first one I've ever had from Iron Monk. I'm definitely going to go check out Cross Canadian Ragweed. I mean, that's kind of outside my wheelhouse. I roll in the metal world, but it says rock and roll or it says rock band metal. I do listen to all kind of different music. It's just that kind of music is kind of out of my wheelhouse. I've never heard of this band. Definitely go check them out, especially if you're into alt country. Thank you all for watching. I should probably pour some more beer so I can finish this off here. And as always, embrace the adventure.